had something to do with being black in the first place. That the majority of the people were probably black in the first place. Because every time you turn around lately, there's a new discovery showing black peoples in South America way before Christ was here. There were black people in South America. There were black people in England. There were black people in, you know what I'm saying? So apparently we was some traveling people. You understand me? we moved around. We done built some ships and we done went everywhere you can possibly think of. So.
Well, I ain't trying to cut you off right quick, but you said something that a lot of people really don't know. Now, there's the oldest bone that's ever been found on this planet. They did a DNA test on this bone, and it confirmed this bone was older than the Ice Age. The DNA in these bones, which was a female, black.
I remember that when they said the cradle of life was supposed to be in Africa. That
No, this wasn't in Africa. This was over in Europe. They found in this because they just did the documentary on this like 2 weeks ago. It was on Discovery Channel.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying that that's like when they said that they basically saying that it's looking like from what was formed, the first place that life was actually formed on Earth was probably Africa, and it was the cradle of life. Not saying everybody was black, but it was like when they did the results of that DNA test, saying that everybody was probably born from a black person, is what scientists are trying to say now, or the theory that they have, and then everything just changed based on where you lived. You know, like, you know, gravity different in different places. So some people were taller than others. Bone density was thicker than others. Pigmentation was thicker than others, just based on where they were, where they went to. Yeah, after the fact is what they're trying to say. But
what they trying to say.
Yeah, is what they trying. What science is trying to say. But as far as I don't really feel like, I think everybody know they black. This black, and they ain't got no choice knowing that they're black, and they proud to be black. Now, that's one thing that I say have definitely changed for the positive. I think it's way more people that's proud to be black. You don't hear that many people talking them down about our race like they used to. Not if they're black. I think it's way more people that are proud of it because there's a lot of people that accomplish a lot of different things. Now, I do believe racism is alive and well and thriving. is the issue. I don't think we've forgotten our blackness because they're not gonna let us. They're not gonna let us forget our blackness. That's not gonna happen because racism is like in full stride right now.
You touched on base with something a little while ago when you said that if you want children now to understand something, you have to put it on social media. And the thing is, you know, we've turned a blind eye to a lot of things that are happening. Children, too, right in front of our face. And you said something, because people don't read. Now, when I say have we forgotten our struggles, reading was one of those struggles. Reading was how they kept slaves from knowing things. Reading was how they kept free men from being able to understand job duties and what it takes to get jobs. Limited English proficiency is how they kept black people down all the time. You know, you can't talk right. You can't, you know, you're not able to speak to people. And it kept us working service industry jobs with our hands and our backs because we did not read. Bad schools, think about it. What's the number one problem in a bad school? The literacy, the reading. You know, segregated cities. You know, Jackson to me is a segregated city because you have one type of people primarily who live in one type of area. And the main problem in those schools is what? The literacy. The main problem in those areas, people don't understand how to keep and hold property. Literacy. You know, being too comfortable in today's society causes us to forget our struggles and, you know, may cause those struggles to be repeated. All things that have separated us over the years and kept us oppressed. Literacy, segregation, financial, health, all of those things are tied into one another. You know, we don't get the best health treatment in our areas. We don't have the, you know, if we had the type of money people had in other places, we would be doing way better. But we're kept from that by literacy and segregation. So when you tapped on the fact that people don't read anymore, they use social media to hear about stuff, that's another way to keep people segregated. And it's another way to cause people to forget their struggles because they're not looking up, they're looking down.
Well, not only that, I mean, you can filter what's being put out there, too.
I agree.
Not to mention it's hurting people, too, because that's how they learn, which is the wrong way to learn. Because anything that you try to make knowledge or you trying to get and being knowledgeable in, you have to also study the negative part of it and not just the part that proves you right to actually come to an actual conclusion. And you should be using facts. And a lot of people just use hearsay. You know what I mean? Like in stuff that they claim that they studying, which drives me crazy. Oh my God. It's like a lot of stuff I see happen or people read or they run with something that they heard or they seen because it looked good, or the person that was saying it was speaking well, and they run with it, and they didn't, and everything that they're talking about can be looked up informational wise. And we are definitely in the time of information where everything, all knowledge for the most part, is accessible. Some way or another, you can access almost anything now. And the fact that we have so many people, I'm not going to even say illiterate. I would say stupid people. We have so many stupid people because they will believe the first thing that they see. And it's not just our race. That is lately all races. All races. That if it's on social media or somebody makes a video and they see something that proves whatever they want to believe, they running with it. They're not going to actually fact check and look to see if there was an opposing view that actually had a point. That's a problem. We used to be truth seekers at all times. Black people as a whole, I will say, still are more so than our counterparts. I will say that as far as being truth seekers, but we do tend to be one-sided in our thinking sometimes. I say that one-sided in our thinking. Like, I don't care if I like it or not. What some of the Caucasians were saying that basically elected Trump president, I understood it. They basically were saying the exact same thing we've been saying for 40 years. I'm being left out. You see what I'm saying? Now, the problem with them now, those same people, is they don't understand for all these years before, they were not being left out. But now that you see a tide just, I'm not going to even say shifting, that you seen a pebble get thrown into the pond and a small centimeter high wave has moved. You went, oh my God, the tide shift. Nope, that wasn't the tide, dude. That was a pebble. You basically are complaining or saying the same thing we've been saying the entire time. I'm being left out. Now, I understand what their argument was, that everybody, well, not everybody, but people paying attention to their problems or our problems, but they're not paying attention to theirs. Now, in our defense, y'all have had an entire lifetime of people attending to your problems, and we haven't. But I cannot understand. You realize how stupid you sound when you're saying that and you're carrying your tiki torches and you're making the argument of, you know, we had this, we had that, there, you're getting left out. You're saying that, but you don't act like you understand what we're saying. You realize how stupid you sound when you do that? Because you're basically saying the same thing we've been saying the entire time. But we have definitely got the worst end of whatever you can possibly imagine. So for you to say that, but at the same time don't see the opposing view of what we're saying, it's because you don't want to. It's because you're not trying to. So I can understand it because with anything that's how I learn. I'ma always fact check something. I'ma try to understand the opposing view to see where they're coming from, because some people will have a point, and be it maybe a small point, but they may have a point in what they're saying. And the only way you're gonna actually fix anything or do anything differently is to understand both views. Now, we as black people, that's a problem also. It's like, the reason that it's hard for us to, I would say, come together and do like they did in the 60s, having like a Black Wall Street or like a whole community that you constantly kept your money in your neighborhood, is because it's hard to make people agree to do one single thing. Yeah. That's basically what it is. I almost want to say something else, but part of it is that, and part of it is everybody wants to be the boss or the leader.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be the follower. Everybody wants to be the grandstander that's in front of everything. Nobody wants to actually be the citizen. Everybody want to be the president. You know what I'm saying? That's also a problem, because I'm a realist, man. I'ma always speak the real, and I'ma always tell the truth. Truth be told is this: some people don't have the intellect to be a leader of their stature. Some people don't have the comprehensive to be a leader of their stature. Some people don't have the temperament to be leaders of their stature. That's the kind of thing that's bestowed on a person that's gonna do something like that. So part of the problem is people are not truthful with themselves in saying to themselves, I need to be a helper of the cause and not the one up front. That's one of the biggest issues right there. Everybody want to be the one in the front going, hey, look at me. And if your brain is telling you that, you already messed up because you're in it for the wrong reason. That's what probably got lost more than anything. If I'm a pinpoint something that got lost, that got lost. People were more or less doing something for the cause, not for the glory. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what got lost. I don't think we lost our blackness. I don't think that we lost our way. I think everybody wants to be the top dog. Everybody wants to be seen. Nobody wants to be the actual one in the community that help bags the groceries for free. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants that job.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be the one that's on television that's going, oh, this and that in the community, I'm such a great person and watch me. They want to be that guy. Nobody wants to be the dude that was in the community just talking to the young teenagers saying, do better than go. They don't want to be that guy because he don't get seen. So that's what I say the issue. Until you get back to that, it will probably get back to, the way things were when you would like spending your money back. Because it's still not impossible to do so. And I tell people that the killing part is, you said something earlier about segregation. That's what Black Wall Street was. That was segregation. It was. That's just like right now, Jackson could be that type of place. If everybody, well, not everybody, but if the majority of people that lived in the city would say, I'm only spending my money with the black businesses, and a lot of black businesses will start opening and to service the community for whatever they trying to do, whatever services that they need, they will open. But the people would have to make up their mind and say, that's where we're going to spend our money. And it will constantly generate around the community. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with the streets being tore up. The same type of situation. If you constantly start opening businesses there, guess what the business is going to do? The business is going to pay tax dollars, which is going to make your taxes out your pocket, personal taxes going to drop down. Those tax dollars is what's going to pay for all these different businesses because you're spending your money in the community with these businesses in the city. That money in turn will be going to the city that would fix your streets, your infrastructure, your water lines, everything else. And you will basically you will basically make a real Wakanda. I mean, by doing that, but it will take the entire community to say this